So today we're gonna be making a Yuca and Yautia mash. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of frozen Yuca. You're gonna need 4 Yautia lila. You're gonna need bell peppers. You're gonna need 1 red onion and half of a yellow onion. You're gonna cut the yellow onion, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut it crosswise carefully by slicing the equator horizontally, going against the grain, because this option yields a perfectly arched pieces with more intense flavor. Next, you're going to trim both ends of the red onion, and you're going to peel the skin, cut about 1/4 of an inch slice of the middle so that you can place the onion on the cutting board with the middle cut side down for stability and preventing it from rolling away. So I had reserved some bell peppers. I sliced about 6 pieces of each color. What you can do is you can cut the side of each bell pepper and use about 6 strips each, and then reserve the rest in the fridge. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to peel the yautia and you're going to cut them into bite-sized pieces, sort of like you would a potato. And then once you've done that, you're going to wash them really well, and you're going to boil them with the 4 pieces of garlic and the 6 cups of water and some salt to taste, and you're going to boil them until they're fork tender. And so I didn't say this before, but the yuca, you're going to want to boil that with 8 cups of water and some salt until they're really soft, and then you're going to remove them from the heat. You're going to drain the water, and you're going to use 2 forks, one to hold the yuca and the other to just remove all of those roots that are in the center of the yuca. So I use these garlics that come already conveniently sealed in individual baggies. But if you're using fresh garlic, you can just squash each of the garlics just to loosen the skin and peel them. And I am going to be using, I am sure there are more than 20 garlic cloves in this, but roughly 20 to 25. There's really no rule as to how much garlic you use. So you're gonna mash in your pilon or mortar and pestle, and you're just gonna want a pasty textured, it's not gonna be a paste, it's just gonna be sort of like a textured paste, if you would. So you're gonna be heating a large pan on medium or medium-high heat, and you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of your garlic. You're gonna let that simmer to release all the fragrances. You're gonna be adding oil. This is extra virgin olive oil, and you're gonna be adding that a few times throughout the procedure of the mojo. It's a criollo mojo, which is like a sauce that we use as a topping, or you can use it as a dipping sauce. This is also a great marinade type of sauce. You're going to be layering your onions and your bell peppers, but you're going to stir to incorporate all the flavors. And like I said, you are going to be adding olive oil. You're going to be adding a little bit of salt and ground pepper to taste. You can also use the, what are those called? Peppercorns. You can use that instead. I just like using ground pepper. It's more convenient, and I don't have to go digging around for the peppercorns. And so you're gonna add about 2 to 3 bay leaves and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, or just the vinegar that you have available. And you're gonna let everything infuse. I did add a little bit more garlic, so that makes about 2 generous tablespoons. So just a little bit of background. Um, I am Puerto Rican, and we are basically Afro-Indigenous Latinos. So our native Taino Indians, the Indians that inhabited Puerto Rico before European contact, they were great fishers, and they were also they were farmers, so they practiced intensive crop cultivation, and they cultivated Yuca, and it was just a beautiful culture, and I feel so proud of being part of that lineage. And so now you see that your mojo is coming together pretty good. You're gonna remove from the heat, and this part is so beautiful, y'all. I absolutely love pouring all that garlic and oil mixture on top of the vegetables. My house was very fragrant that day. And so here are your Yautia and Yuca. They're ready, they're together. You're gonna mash them together, and you're gonna mash them with the 4 garlic cloves that were boiled with the Yautia. You're gonna I added 9 tablespoons of butter. I did add about 6 tablespoons at first with 4 tablespoons of whole milk, and I mashed. And I am looking for that sort of mashed potato mix, kind of like, it's not going to be fluffy because this is very starchy, but you are looking for a mashed consistency. So you're going to mash, and then you're going to add a little bit more milk. I believe that was about 2 more tablespoons of milk. And then you're going to add salt to taste. You're going to add the remainder of the butter. So this is 9 total. And I just keep mashing, and I believe I have reached the desired texture for my mash. And so I did reserve a little bit of garlic, and I incorporated that just to give it a little kick. We love garlic here. Let me know in the comments if you also love garlic. So now it is time to plate everything. So here I am, just adding some of the vegetables on top of that mash, and I am going to be adding some of the liquid, and this really gives it that oomph that you need. It goes very well with this mash. So you're gonna add the quantity that you desire, and you're gonna pair this with pork chops or meat or protein of your preference. You can even eat it alone. This is very hearty, and here I am giving it a taste. This was extremely good. I hope you enjoyed.